guys, welcome to Boxing Block Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now. This is a very personal video for me because as a Nigerian boxing fanatic who loves boxing so much, I always love to see Nigerian win. You know, right now, it's funny, when Joshua was on top, Ajagba came along, and then you had the likes of Rafa Akpejere, who's still in the game right now, the likes of Emmanuel Diase, Lawrence Okoli, David Adeleye. There's just a lot coming through, like a lot more. I think Roland Zedome is there. I don't know where he's fighting now, but I saw an update regarding his last fight. He won by KO. Very nice. He's way under the radar though. He's going under the radar a little bit. But I have to say, it's very nice. Very, very nice. So to see these Nigerians on top. Garrett A. Davis, a very known Tyson Fury fanatic fanboy, I would say, as legal, pressed it again a little bit and said, well, yeah, how good was Anthony Joshua at this stage? Like Itauma is this, Itauma is that, Itauma will be bigger than Joshua. I was just like watching, I'm like, I will not go against any Nigerian blood at all, because I feel even when Ajagba and Joshua thing was going on, yes, I had to correct Ajagba then, because it's not a good thing to be going against your brother. You might not be close to him, but at the end of the day, if the person he's representing you and repping his roots, you have to embrace it. Never talk down about it, because you yourself, you're in a situation whereby you're in a foreign land. Your kids will probably not be full Nigerian. Okay, so if your kid end up growing up and becoming a star, how would you feel if another Nigerian born in Nigeria would say, yeah, he's not Nigerian enough? So this is why I had to talk to Ajagba then. I had to culture him, basically. Yeah, some at first, I think he misunderstood it. He said, but I didn't care then. Because for me, I don't give a fuck. Nobody feeds me, bro. You know what I like? Nobody they feed me. Now me they feed myself. You understand? Yeah, you feel me? So I don't send your papa. I don't send your face. I don't look at your face guy. But then at the end of the day, you have to understand some things, Even the boxer, I don't want to mention name, but this boxer right there, I didn't mention his name for a reason. Then he was on top. It was with PBC. It was like I couldn't do anyhow. Now you don't hear his name before. You don't hear his name anymore. The guy, after losing PBC 3 months, this is why I said never go against your brother, because if your promotional company throw you off, maybe one day you might just meet Joshua and say, bro, like, come on, man. Do you have? Because Joshua is a businessman. He's somebody that helps people. And when he sees his brothers, it always show love. Now I mean the guy that lives simple life. Now I make him get fans. That's why this guy is well known, well respected. Despite all the losses, still respected. He's an OG in the game. So I can see the British media trying to go against Joshua with Itauma, using Itauma. I don't think Itauma will fall into it, because his dad is Nigerian, and in the culture of Nigeria we show respect. And I saw his dad spoke on an interview. Bro, his dad is well spoken. You can tell the guy is deeper Nigerian, bro. The dad is hilarious, bro, and very, very very, very eloquent, I have to say. And you can tell that he's instilled the culture of respect in Itauma. You can tell how Itauma moves. So the question is, will Itauma be bigger than Anthony Joshua? Or is he better than Joshua, than Joshua was when at this age? Well, Joshua started boxing late. Yeah, started boxing late. Itauma has been boxing since he was 5. I don't know. Like, he was very, very young. This guy was sparring the likes of Okoli and White when he was 14 years old, bro. Like, he's 20 now. So the guy's a baby still. And if it's funny now, if you see Itauma and you see me, you would think Itauma is older than me. But he's my junior. You know what I mean? But the respect Itauma commands as well, I can see some similarity. The only thing I'm not seeing from Itauma is repping his roots. I'm not seeing it. And I will say it. I'm not seeing it because Itauma is not repping his Nigerian roots. The reason why Joshua became bigger than life in Nigeria is because not only did he rep his root, he also embraced it. He embraced the British media. No, he embraced the British embraced the British media at some point. He embraced the British public. He embraced his root, Nigerian and African, roots. Itauma, I'm not saying that yet. But I can understand the reason why. It's a prospect, it's coming and stuff like that. I need to see it, bro. So, the effect Joshua has had in boxing in the UK, Itauma haven't had that. Maybe he will. I don't know when. He's 20 now. Soon he'll be 21, 22. I think when Dubois came around that time, they were saying Dubois and then Joshua is gonna do this, do that, do that. Dubois beat Joshua, the worst version of Joshua, who took him 5 rounds, and after Joshua almost knocked him out after getting dropped multiple times. He did that, but still his profile didn't grow. It didn't rise. I think Itauma needs to do some things different. I have suggestions, but I'm gonna hold my suggestion for now. First of all, I don't think Frank Warren is the right promoter to take Itauma global. I'm just saying it now. Frank Warren cannot make Itauma a global star. Not because it's not good. If Itauma wants to be a British star, okay. But at the level of Joshua, he might not be with Frank Warren. Look at Frank Warren fighters. How many of them are global stars? Dubois is not a global star. He's not even a British star. He's known in Britain by some hardcore people. I don't think Dubois is known by an average Brit. Itauma has the look. He has the composure. He has the personality. Yeah, he might not have the body structure of a Hercules like Joshua, but he has the look and everything. He looks like a star, but you need to build him into that. And I feel if Eddie Hearn had Itauma, he'll be a global star. Not because I feel Eddie Hearn would package Itauma better. With Itauma being with Frank Warren, he will never become a global star. I'm not saying it because I don't like Frank Warren. I don't have a problem with Frank Warren. I'm saying it because I don't see, I can't, even when people mention Nazim Ahmed and stuff like that, they mention Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. I have to just tell the truth. Those guys are only known in the UK and maybe by the hardcore boxing fans in the US. They are not global stars. Nigel Benn, as popular as he was in the UK, is not known here in Netherlands. He's not known. He's not known by any in Germany. He's not known. He's not known anywhere outside the UK, apart from the US or Jamaica or something. I don't know, from the islands where his origin is from. He's not known. But when you mention Joshua, he's known everywhere. His face is everywhere. You need that kind of marketing to be a global star. When Joshua was still, even before Joshua, when Joshua was fighting in Brazil, he was hanging around with the Rock and Kevin Hart. Bro, you need some kind of marketing, and You need a promoter that will be a mouthpiece for you, because Itauma is not a talker. It's not a. I like Itauma's persona. I like it. It's very Nigerian. Maybe also Slovakian as well, because I think Slovakia used to be part of. I think it's an Eastern European country. Okay, they are EU. They are part of EU, but their character is more to Poland and Ukraine people than to the West. Than to the Germans or the Dutch or the Norwegians or Danish. Those ones are like a little bit different. The Slovakians, Slovenians, the Hungarians, Croatian, they're more to the Eastern European style. The way their personality is different, very different. Slovakian is a country in the EU and stuff like that, but you can tell the character is different, bro. And of course, in Slovakia, there are lots of racism as well. I've been there once. I don't know. I went to a place where, in this village, they thought I was a ghost or something like that. It was a village like that. Me and some guys went to. It was just like a weekend trip like that. That time I was still a hustler, basically, moving around a lot and stuff like that. So, man, I don't know, man. It's just, in fact, even Itauma's family left Slovakia because of racism, if I'm not mistaken. Itauma has Slovakian blood in him, but an average Slovakian might not see him as that. That's why I'm saying Itauma needs to embrace his identity, his origin, Nigeria, and embrace UK, because UK gave him the platform to be what he is right now. Because, of course, he himself had to work hard, because not a lot of people in Itauma's shoes can do what he did. I think he took boxing serious from early age, and his dad, I know Nigerian parents don't really like boxing like that. I feel his dad saw something different in him and said, and his brother, I think his brother was a boxer, and said, go for it if you want to do that. Listen, man, Itauma, he needs to do some things different to be a big star, because the aim is to be a global star. Mike Tyson today wasn't just only a good fighter. At his peak was a destroyer, but he needed the marketing as well. Don King was there. Don King, of course, we know about the rumors of him stealing from his fighters and stuff like that, but at least Don King made you a star. Mike Tyson later on was, even when he fought Jake Paul, the name alone, Mike Tyson, just something about it. The fear, the way he looked, his demeanor, the way he was, so things like that play a part. So we're talking about the modern day now, because even Tyson Fury is not that popular. It's not that much of a big star. Tyson Fury can walk. I can tell you some countries, Tyson Fury will be walking. Nobody knows who he is. They would think he's just a regular G3 dude. Tyson Fury is known in the US. Not every household in the US, but by the hardcores and some other people as well. But Joshua is more known as Fury than in the US. I believe that. Even though Fury has fought in the US, he's fought one of the guys, to water and spitting him and stuff like that. Joshua's face is all over in the US. Joshua travels everywhere. Has huge sponsorships behind him. Itauma can get that level, but with Frank Warren, I don't know if he can. Because fighting the top dogs is not gonna get you there. Of course, it would add to it, but it wouldn't make you a star. To become a big star, a huge star, a stadium selling star like Joshua, you need something extra. First, you need to relate to your roots, embrace it. Second, a promoter that would take you global. Of course, you have to build your home base first, but you need a promoter that will take you global. And then the people will back you. The UK, the British public, are a little bit skeptical of Itauma now, because they feel like, yeah, this guy is good, but he's not tested yet. Itauma also needs to be in an iconic fight. If he's just blasting everybody out and stuff like that, yeah, he's good, but people will say, we haven't seen him get tested yet. We need to see him get like the game is to hit or don't get hit. That's boxing. But today, people need to see something. People need to see you overcome adversity. And this is I feel what Itauma is liking right now. Until he gets to that stage, like Joshua had against Klitschko, people will be skeptical because prior to that, Joshua, of course, was big, but there was still some question mark. But when he fought Klitschko, got dropped, was in trouble, got back up and stopped Klitschko, it changed everything. So we have to look at that aspect as well. This case is very long to talk about. Itauma, no doubt, promising. I'm an admirer of the guy. I admire his efforts, and I want to see something more. But we will continue on this subject. Stay tuned, guys. God bless you, and go and always subscribe to the channel. Thanks to those of you that have subscribed. I appreciate you all. Cheers.